Oh, just give me a second, guys. Just need to make a few adjustments. Just send that to the stream. Wait for a few people to join. Only 11 drivers. Hopefully there'll be more. Marky, if you're watching. Unless you want me to invite some of my other league drivers, that'll be absolutely fine. Fucking neighbours. Excuse the language. As we will get off this blue screen any second now. And there we go, we should be up and running now. Still 11 drivers in the lobby. Hopefully there'll be still a few more to come. This is pretty much a one-off race, I believe, for a certain driver from the SRM family. It's for I wouldn't say a lucky driver, that just came out wrong, so I do apologise, I haven't woken up for that long, but basically we're doing this for a special event for a driver who unfortunately has lost a family member on the way not that long ago. So to show appreciation from the SRM family and any other drivers that know this particular driver, we're just doing this one little event for him. Short quali, 80%, 80 lap race distance, one off as well, because hopefully we won't have to do this for a very long time for any other family members. But yeah, I hope this is going to be a great, maybe a fun race to watch for me to watch, and probably for you to watch as well. And sorry if I'm gonna mumble my words completely, because especially when I come to pronounce your names, I'm not going to do very well, because obviously with my reading difficulties I might just call you by your team, by your car basically. I know, but obviously I know Battle Zing Mini, race with him, Dopey Lemons, also Marky as well, who I call him by another name which I can't really say, trying to be professional. But that's pretty much it that I can see so far. Actually, Wally, that guy, he's racing as well. And by the looks of it, we're actually doing multiplayer cars this time, so it'll be quite interesting in who's got a better taste of style as well compared to racing this afternoon, as we have still got 11 drivers so far, which technically for a race stream is not always ideal, but it's only 80 laps around this track, so it shouldn't really take that long. We should be done inside the hour. But yeah, hopefully a few other drivers will come in. We still got 6 minutes to go, so we should have time maybe to get a couple more drivers in, if that is possible. But the track we're going around is, as we can see right now, is Netherlands circuit. Quite fun to race at. Not very sure to go side by side though. It's like pretty much Monaco without the barriers basically. But on a flying lap, one shot really, it is pretty rapid. Really, probably close to a similar style like the Portugal Grand Prix, but not as elevated. but still hugely fun, and we should get some really good red barrels. Hopefully there'll be, actually looking at it, yep, there will be a dry race throughout, as you can see by the sunshine right there. So thank God we're not going to see a wet race, because it's pretty much impossible to overtake in a wet race. You just got to hope someone makes mistakes ahead if that was the case, but it's not, which is very good. As we see another driver turning up. Can't see the name just yet. Oh, you're going to be hard to pronounce. But Maz, I'll just call you Mazda. If that's okay, buddy. I do apologise. That's Mickey though. I can read that name, Mickey99, which I have raced for. Good driver, very consistent and always on time for any league races as well. So we've got 13 now, which is not too bad. And hopefully, how long have we got? 4 minutes till we start. But we do see Marky readying up, who's the host of this lobby. And I don't know if that's a sign of everyone readying up. Let me just double check. Because quite frankly, I was quite late to respond to Marky to do this stream because I was out last night with my old man. Didn't go well as I hope, really, throwing up in a tap room, but I'm not going to go any further than that. Anyway, hope you had a Merry Christmas, and hope, more importantly, I hope everyone has a Happy New Year as well, coming up in a few days' time. So this will probably be the last race we'll be racing together at least for this year. But I think we're all looking forward to a good new year, a nice fresh start for everyone, for all the drivers, and just have a relaxing few days away from F1 basically, which I think we well deserve. But here we go, into the Netherlands Grand Prix, short qualifying, no cut-off time, so we'll have to drill on for Q1, Q2, Q3, all of that Benaki. Yeah, let's just see what the results will be. Comment down below if who's going to be your top 3. That'll be quite interesting from my perspective because I only know half of these drivers, as I pronounce. I'll do my best to read your name out, so don't annoy me if I don't pick you off. But I will go on board with all of you as much as I can. So I do appreciate your patience at least, but. No one rushing to come out straight away. I think they're just finding the right setup. As we see, as I say that, there's one car coming out, there's 2 cars coming out. There's one in the near side garage is going to come out as well. And I think for the first 3 minutes, let's see, because I'm quite a sad person, I'll probably just look at who's got the coolest design. That'd be quite interesting if you can tell me who's got the coolest design out of the lot as well. But don't say yourself, because that's just not. Because obviously you're going to say yourself, but you see a little traffic jam coming out of the pit lane. Hopefully there'll be no damage on. I'm unaware if there's damage. Hopefully there's not any damage during the race, because yep, just to remind you, this is only a fun little race between pretty much the SRM family, SRM members. So yeah, hopefully this is all just a big fun, but hopefully everyone gets to the race, the end of the race, with no issues whatsoever. So I might as well get my track map. That would have been so ideal. This is not this is not going to be everyone's pretty much in a black car. I'm not being racist, it's just fact, okay? As everyone yeah, I can see, apart from a white car, which is Will, sorry, which is not too bad. This is going to be so hard to keep track of everyone. But as we on board with Ben, who's the first person on the... Oh, hang on, is he? Nope, my mistake. Someone else was from flying lap, but he's spun already, which is Joe, I believe. I'm just going to call you Joe, mate, but he's doing donuts. I think just to show respectful, as if you do donuts, you are showing respect for a certain driver who's not here this afternoon. But I hope he's watching. I hope he's not giving me F and Jeff on this stream for not doing a good job. I'm not a professional streamer, so I do apologise for that. As we see, wall hitting the wall there, smart in this car. But luckily, I don't think damage is on. As you see, Connor going through the grass, taking out the barge pole there, but I'd rather do that instead of taking any other drivers out. But looking at Connor, or whoever was off, I'm not too sure. I thought someone had damage there. But anyway, let's go on board with Ben. I think he's on a clear air right now. He's got no traffic. He's on a flying lap. He's on a 1.4 in the middle sector. We'll wait to find out if that's a good sector time or not. But he looks like he's backed out of it, which I'm quite surprised why, because he hasn't got an invalid lap time. So let's see. We've finally got our first benchmarker, which is a 112.4 from from him. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. I do apologise. As we see, SPT gone second for 113.6. He's comfortably there as well. We see Dopey Lemons has started his flying lap, I believe. As you see, Mazda has gone in with a damaged front wing, so I was right, there was damage. So we have got damage on. We see Joe on not on a flying lap. Who's closest? Mickey. He's on an out lap, just about to start. We got SRRS. I'm just going to call you Forza, really. But you're coming up to end of your flying lap, where you're going to be. Someone binned it on the exit of the last corner, as he's gone fast as a ball for 112 dead. Who was that? And that was Mickey, hitting the last corner, spinning the rear tyres, I believe. Unfortunate for him. As you see, Battle Z Mini, who started his flying lap. I really wish I had some coffee so I can keep up my voice going. As you see, Will By has started his lap. So we probably just stay on board with Battle Z Mini unless someone else is on a flying lap nearby. Marky's going to be the next one across the line. As you see, Dopey Lemon's gone fast as well. 11.7. As I said that, Marky's gone off, so he's not going to go faster than that. I'll probably just slow us the bunch at the minute. As we go back on board with Battle Z Mini, who's gone the fastest in the first sector, not fastest in the middle. But this could be a good improvement, good time by Battle Z Mini. He's not a slow driver, so he should be contention for pole position this evening. As here we go, it's just going to put him on pole position for now. It is with 11.4, 3/10 faster than Dopey Levens at the minute. We still got yet half the field to put a lap time in at the minute, and no one is on a lap at this stage. And I think the one who's going to start a flying lap, it is Woolsey. So let's just go on board with him, as he's the only one who's on a lap right now, I believe. Nice and cautious in the turn one. I don't know my corner names. I'm not that professional, so it's going to be the left and right from my view. As we saw, Wilby is gone P6 for a 21.5. Not ideal, so he's going to go again. Hopefully to build up maybe another 10 seconds to get closer to that front lot. As this, I'm going to get my words mixed up. I'm so sorry, guys. But Woolsey has gone an okay first sector, not the fastest so far, but I think he's going to take a cautious. First lap is always just the cautious lap for everyone, because the track is nice and cold with these hot temperatures. So all these guys will get faster and faster as the session goes on, especially towards the lap. That last flying lap is going to be your quickest lap by far, so well, it's quite important to get those early laps in just to get the heat in the track, as it's quite slippery out there, as Woolsey has just demonstrated. It's just a little touch on the curb though, but as you know, if you play this game, you've got to try to avoid the curbs as much as you can, because as soon as you touch that, the back end's going to just step away from you massively, and that's just shown by Woolsey there. He hasn't damaged his car though, he's able to continue, which is good, but he has binned those tyres, as someone else has binned it behind him, speaking of it, and here is Ben. Oh, that's not a commentator's curse, I believe, and I saw that right in the background there. It was like a Looney Tune going into the wall, unfortunate for him. I'm surprised people are losing it there, really, or is that just me? And as Maz says, I don't know if ghosting's on. That's one thing I don't know. I haven't really checked the settings going into this lobby. I think I really should have, so I actually know what have been happening. All I've been told is, can you do a stream tonight? And I just said yeah, with no information whatsoever. So yeah, so random. It is confusing me a bit, but as we know, nearly halfway through the session now. Still only half the grid is posted lap time in, and Battle Z Mini is the fastest by 3/10 over Dopey Lemons with 1:11.4. As we see STN, this sounds like a disease, is setting a fastest lap, I believe. He is. We'll come back to him as Marky. Is that him? No, that's Battle. That's oh god, I'm trying to catch up with these names. That's Mazda. I believe he's coming into the box as Wilbur is coming out. So is Marky, Connor. Wilbur. So I think they're finally trying to get their laps in as Mazda's hit the wall there. He's lost the back end as well. Thankfully, he's managed to continue. As we see purple from Forza in. I don't know why I'm saying in. He's in his car, so there's no team. But he's gone the fastest of all in the middle sector. But he's lost it on the same curb as Wallopsy did. Thankfully, he didn't lose anything. But I think hopefully he's got tyres to carry on. It's quite a common corner to catch people out because obviously it's the penultimate corner that you just need to get that perfect lap in, and unfortunately he didn't create much well enough. But he's still P3, he's still got to be happy with that, and hopefully he can get another lap in. Well, he will get another lap in. There's still 8.5 minutes left. As you see Marky getting his flying lap in, his first flying lap in, hopefully with no invalid laps whatsoever. He's got no traffic ahead of him, so he's got a clear sector ahead of him at least. He's got a nice turn in there to get that grip. You've got to try and... You're right. So I got distracted. As you see, Joe has gone faster for 1:11.1. Another 3/10 faster than Battle Z Mini. And as we still on board with Marky, don't think he did a fastest lap, should have taken that off. But he's still keeping it tidy there. I think he's just putting a banker lap in just for himself entirely, because no one really wants to be at the back of the field. He's at 49 in the sector, second sector. Let's see if he keeps on track, unlike some other drivers on that last corner. Thankfully he did. Can he still keep that back in? Don't touch the grass. That's the last thing you want to do. And here he is coming across the line, hugging that inside line. Where's going to put him? P4 with 11.5. Quite close between probably the top 6. I would say the top 6 between P3 and P6. Quite a little battle going there. As Dopey Lemon's gone second. I didn't even notice that. Well done for him for putting your car in P2 at this stage, as the track is getting quicker for these drivers now, with tyres rubbing in to get that extra grip to the drivers. As we see, Mazda has retired from the session. He's lost it in the back, and so is Marky. Thankfully he managed to carry on. As we're staying on board with Marky actually, as we see Mazda has lost it. Probably, I would say lost the back end of the car and tried to correct the steering, but it just put him in the wall, unfortunately for him, which is only put him P9 so far. I don't think he's going to be happy with that. But like, just to remind you, it is a fun race, as STN has gone for a little spin, probably to celebrate his P7. I'm not too sure. But I think he's got some front wing damage. That was a big wreck on the wall. Still celebrating, I think. But that's P7, and yeah, he's hit the wall again. I don't think you're going to improve with those tyres unless you have got some extra set of tyres available, my friend. FC Forza, who is on a flying lap by the looks of it. Indeed he does. So let's keep an eye on his first sector time. He's in P6 in the minute. He's gone 4 tenths quicker and the fastest of all in the first sector alone as well. As the track is pretty much empty now, so he's got clear track ahead of him. He'll be the next one to actually cross the line, I believe. As we see yellow flags in the first sector, and that's Wilby as well. I think he's just slowed down. Hopefully he's got no damage to his car. So still stick with Wozzy, 7 tenths up on this time, and he's fastest of all in the middle sector, fastest of all in the first sector. So this could be on provisional pole here. His current time is a 1:12.0. If he keeps this lap together, he might contend for pole here, possibly P3 at best. But let's see, is it going to be put him on pole position? No. That's quite surprising. I thought he would, unless he'd lost a massive lot of time in that last sector, hitting that curb where everyone else is losing the back end most likely. So maybe that's why. But he should still feel proud about that lap. Like, if he knows he can go quicker, then he should be proud and should have a good race ahead of him. As you see, Woolsey is on a lap. Who else is on a lap? Wilbur's not on a lap. And nor is STN. So I think it's Woolsey who's on a flying lap in a minute. The guy who's only got a car that's white. So you can't miss him, and you can't say who's that guy who crushed me out, because he's the only different car apart from Wilbur's car, of course. But he is on a flying lap as well, and he's still going. He's still keeping with the black stuff. Can he attack this last corner without spinning? Touch the curb again though, but he was more cautious this time on the exit. Hugs that inside line. Run out of deployment of energy towards the line, but where's that going to put him? So he's P7, level 111.8, so I don't think he improved, I don't think. Either way, it stays P7, as no one else is on a lap. So, quite interesting with 3 minutes to go, so I think everyone will get one more flying lap in. If it's, as we see, STN just slowing down. I don't know why, unless he's got going for another lap. He's going flat out, but he comes straight into the pits. And that's the physics of stopping in the pit lane on this game. Realistic game. Yep, best racing game in the world apparently. I don't really agree with that myself because of physics like that. But yeah, that's how it goes. As we're just waiting for people to come out on their flying laps, and I think Marky is the first one of that bunch with a clear track ahead of him, apart from Woolsey, but he's coming in for his box. I think that could be his, looking at the time, I think that could be it, his last run done. So with these final few minutes, all these drivers that I'm probably going to be on board with, that's going to be their final lap. So let's stay on board with Marky, which will probably be the first one to complete his final run. As we stay on board for the rest of this lap. Obviously on this game you can hug that inside line. On real life you can hug the outside line because apparently that's quicker. So the physics are really realistic right now, as he goes fastest of all in the first sector. The yellow flags in the middle sector, which is just traffic slowing down, so hopefully Marky won't catch up to them. As yep, he's gone fastest of all in the first sector. Hopefully he can keep it together. Went a little bit wide there though, but hugs the inside to get a better exit. As I heard a big shunt on the right side of my ear, so I think someone crashed as Will Buy is retired, but he's still going, so he retired on track. Thankfully no one is around him. As Marky comes around to complete his final run, I believe. No issues of traffic. Hugs the inside wall to get a better line. Fits P3, good lap for him, only a 10th off pole. So 2 tenths covers the, literally 2 tenths cover the top 3. That's incredible. As we see, Dopey Lemon's coming through to start his final run. As we see Forza, as Markey is facing the wrong way, and as he's retired on track with no traffic around, so that's safe to see. As we see Forza, that hasn't gone purple in the middle sector. I don't know if he's gone faster than the first sector, but we'll just see if he can ace this last sector. Went a little bit wide though over the curve. He's still got the lap though, despite being off, so is this going to improve? Is he going to get in the top 4? No, he doesn't. And that's P5 for him on the grid. Not too bad. Not in the middle of the whole grid. Especially with a tight turn 1, which is not going to be enjoyable for some of these drivers. As saying that, most of the track is quite narrow. So, like I said, it's just pretty much Monaco without the rules, basically. Pretty much like Hungary. But this is more fun. As Markey has gone again, just to complete his lap, to be sure. As Dopey Lemons has spun it, as where most people have lost it this evening. Yeah, he lost it in the last corner. Thankfully, he still managed to continue and just show it. He's doing a few donuts. But P2 for him, that was a great lap from him. Despite half of the, pretty much quarters of the grid has not posted a lap yet. But even so, great lap for Battlezine Mini, who's quite improved over the last few weeks when this game came out. So he's done really well in this period of time. Hopefully he can take that into the new year. But there's your top 13 drivers in race order. The top 7 covers in a second, which is Joseph, Dopey Lemons, Markey, Battlezine Mini, Forza, Connor, Wallace, STN, Slatter. I couldn't get all of them in, but yeah, that's your top 6 of the race going into that 16 lap sprint. As I do get a notification from one of the drivers, they are going to do, 1 or 2 drivers are going to do donuts near the end of the race. So yeah, just a reminder, this is basically a fun race for a certain driver who's lost a part of the family, which is quite tragic to hear, but it's good respect from all the other drivers and competitors to actually do this for him, just to show their appreciation for a great person, and possibly a great person who passed away as well. So unfortunate, we're all feeling for you, mate, but hopefully this is a great touch to you, and hopefully you do appreciate it, and maybe my commentator as well. But I won't be hard done by you if you say I'm terrible. But as we see, the formation lap for the start of this race. If anyone wants to tell me their top 3 predictions, or who's going to come out the driver of the day from your point of view, please let me know. Be quite interested in what it says at the end of the race. But yeah, certain a few drivers, 1 or 2 drivers are going to do donuts to the end. I'm not going to say who. Your guess is probably good as mine. Well, probably not, because I know who's doing it, but let's see if you can guess as well, just to make it entertaining, and probably takes weight off my shoulders doing this. As I hope everyone has had a very happy Christmas this year. Obviously men's getting a few smellies, obviously, and money, because that's all we care about. And all the women watching, all getting all your perfume, especially for your mothers. Yeah, just the basic presents in life, but at least everyone has got something. And I believe this little event we're doing here is a little touch for a certain driver, which is a good Christmas present, if I may say it myself. As we see, it's just left. Let's see if I can get him back in. Bear with me, guys. Quick. Can I get him in? Can I get him in? Invite sent. Oh yeah, sent him an invite, so hopefully he can join it in as the lights go out. But as you see, all the drivers are lining up for their Netherlands Grand Prix. So this is a terrible camera angle, but hopefully that changes when the light comes up. As I'm still waiting. There we go. As we see, I can't see the lights going out, so we've got to guess. And the lights out, and away we go for the Netherlands Grand Prix. Good start by Dopey Lemons there, jumping Joseph into turn 1. As we see carnage in the background. As we see one driver go spinning, and that's SPT Slender, I believe it was, going for a spin back there. As Woolsey has come back in as well to the lobby, good to see. But Dopey Lemons leads the Grand Prix, followed by Joseph, Forza, Battlesy Mini, and Marky and Connor, and so on and so on. As apart from that collision in turn 1, no issues so far, but as I say that, Woolsey is still trying to get in his car, I believe, as he's still ghosted. Thankfully, there's no collisions with him, but he is dropping down the field quite a lot now, as we see a battle presuming already for P6 for Connor and STN, as STN has gone down the inside. Connor went wide. He's going to dive bomb to get it back. No, he's not. He's going to hold on, hopefully for DRS for the next 2 laps, as it be enabled in 2 laps time. Is there any traffic? Is there any battle behind? As you see, Mazda trying to get... Oh, hang on, as Ben... Did someone... Sorry, I had something in my throat. As Dopey Lemons leaves the first lap, as Connor gets a 5-second penalty for spin in the pit lane. Is he coming for damage? Yeah, he has his change it. He's going on the medium tyres, so he's going to see if he gets to the end of the Grand Prix. As we see Forza getting under pressure by Battlesy Mini on the second lap. Thankfully, apart from probably 1 or 2 incidents, it's not too bad. As Forza's just gone wide, he leaves the space respectfully for Battlesy Mini, but that's just opening the door for him. Is he going to cut underneath to get that drive off? No, Forza covers it well, beautifully, but he's still got that run on him. Forza's not going defensive, but Battlesy Mini thinks better of it. As thinking better of it, Marky literally slammed them both, but thankfully he managed to get his brakes working off the top temperature to avoid that collision. So hopefully he can stay with these two and get a good battle just in the next few laps or so. As Dopey Lemons has set another fastest lap at 1:13.7. As say that, Marky's done it exactly the same. So is Ben with a 10th faster, 13.6. So Ben is currently the fastest man out on track at this stage. Obviously now he's got a bit of traffic. I'm sorry for laughing there. I couldn't say that any better, could I? The timing of that was awful. But STN has gone for a spin as I say that. So now Ben's in the clear, he's got no traffic, so hopefully he'll catch up to Marky and Battlesy Mini on Forza, but I think he did went wide though in the previous corner, so he's lost some time to those guys. As you see, STN is losing, time has gone off track again, as you can tell by the tyres, so he's going to be driving on ice for the next few corners, so just keep it on the black stuff, your tyres will come back to you near the end, as we all go back to the front of the pack. Dopey Lemons still leads quite comfortably by 7/10 over Joseph, followed by Forza, Battlesy Mini and Marky. I'm getting quite comfortable of saying those names now. It'd probably be not the most accurate names from your point of view, but please take it nonetheless. As we see Joseph has set the fastest lap of the race now, now only 3/10 now, just in one corner. But bearing in mind DRS now is available, as we see STN is now in the pits. I believe getting front wing change, and there we go, that confirms it. As we see, have the first, actually that can't be the first penalty of the day, because I believe that was the drive through from Connor. but STN as... Oh no. That was Mikey has just come out of the pits, I believe. He's just jumped Connor in the process. As you see, Mazda coming up to Wilby. It's gone very late on the brakes and in the gravel. As a result, as the that I'm pretty sure he didn't hit that bollard quite as hard as the game thinks. This is not some kind of action movie. It's just a little tap game. Seriously, best game going. As he goes wide, hitting the gravel just to make up some time on Wilby. As we see Forza and Battlesea Mini coming together. I think Battlesea Mini got past Forza as well, so good. I see a safety car coming out. And who was that? And that's STN who's lost it. As Wilby has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Try and remember, guys, is stick to the speed limit and you won't get a 5-second penalty in the process. But if I was Connor here, because I believe everyone's coming into the pit lane, as he's doing now, just get your pit lane, well, penalty out of the way so you don't have to worry about it too much because you're going to be at the back anyway. And he is doing it now as we're waiting for the leaders to come through. And STN has left the session, probably due for some frustration. As we see the leaders come through. Love this camera shot, by the way, the helicopter shot, pretty much the best feature to be on an F1 game. Shame we don't have the choice to actually select those camera shots, we have to let the game do that by itself. But yeah, Dopey Lemon's still leading the way though, and this is going to be quite interesting if any of these guys, even though they're all in separate teams and separate cars, who's going to? I wonder if any of these top guys are going to be teammates and hold anybody up. As Dopey Lemons, let's get a 5-second penalty. I don't think he's watching the stream then, is he? Because I told him to be cautious, and he definitely wasn't. And I think someone was teammates in the same box, so someone was right behind him. I think that was Ben that hold it up by Dopey Lemons. So now he's down in P5. So I think that's where he was, unless it Forza. I think it was probably. It was either him or Ben that was behind Dopey Lemons. Either way, I believe Forza got holded up more by the looks of it. But yeah, but Dopey Lemons still leads on track, of course, followed by Joseph, Battlesea Mini, Marky, Ben, Forza, Wallet, Warzy, Wilby, and so on and so on. Half of them have got time penalties. I think some of them are mostly pit lane penalties, 5 seconds. But hopefully they're not thinking about it too much. Like I said, it's only a fun race. It's nothing serious, nothing personal. It's just pretty much a one-off thing, especially this year at least. As we're coming up to the halfway point already, it seems like qualifying's more longer than the actual race. When it comes to 25% races. But thankfully it's a clear sunny sky, so we're not going to be hanging around for long. As the safety car is staying out for at least one more lap. The minimum laps the safety car stays out is 2. It depends if it comes in for the last 2 laps, then it will stay out for 1. Because that's how the game works. Can't finish behind the safety car. Which could be a good touch probably to next year's game. Unless Michael Massey takes in charge, and not as he's, yeah, less that in the better. Unless that's him driving the Aston Martin, which could quite be dangerous because many drivers would like to thump him right now. But yeah, we see all the drivers have caught up now, as Cornet is being the wooden spoon of the safety car, followed by Mickey and Mazda. So yeah, only the one retirement so far, despite everyone screwing up pretty much in qualifying in the last corner. So well done for keeping out of the walls, everyone. As we probably will see the safety car coming in this lap. And we'll hopefully see a very good restart from Dopey Lemons. And I've really seen him lead a safety car though, so this is going to be quite just interesting just to see from my point of view. But I think Joseph is going to be quite the vulnerable run, because from my point of view, second place is not the best place to start, because obviously you're reacting to the guy ahead. But in third place, which is Battles E-Mini, if he's focused on Lemons' start instead of Joseph, he might get Joseph in the first corner. And probably Marky as well. He's going to be watching when Lemons goes, hopefully. So basically, if you're anyone in the midfield pack, just watch out for the couple cars ahead of you, not just the guy in front of you, to get the best restart as possible. As the safety car comes in, Dover Lemons is not slowing down as much. I think he's going to take it way up to the line, as you see side-by-side action already occurred. As Dover Lemons goes, as Battles E-Mini, is he going to get the run? No, he's not. Joseph is more close to him as ever, but Battles E-Mini's hit the back of him. That could give him front wing damage. That was a big whack from Battles E-Mini onto Joseph. We'll see at the end of this lap if he's got front wing damage. It looks like he's still got his front wing intact. We'll see Battles behind as someone that has gone slowed down. I think it was Ben. I think Ben's lost a few positions as Mazda's got jumped, so's Wilby. Quite a few position change, as you see. Slender, I'm just going to call you Slender from now on, is getting under pressured by Wolsey, who's now back in his car, thankfully. Not in his white car. I don't know what happened to the colour of that. I'm pretty sure that was white when it started. But either who, he's making inroads of Slender, as Slender closes the door on him, not leaving much room, as Wolsey has gone for a spin. Excuse me, he's gone for a spin. Unfortunate for him. Should have left a little bit more space there. He had the right of the inside, but either way, it's only a fun race, so no too much harm done. As we see Connor pressurising Mazda and Wilby and Forza in this group for P5. As it's pretty much single file for the top three at this stage. Now we've reached the halfway point of this race now. As oh Jesus, as Wilby is holding up a train here. But I think he's got damage there. Look how wide he took that corner there. As Mazda has lost position to Ben. No, I'll tell a lie, he lost position to Connor. Connor's quite flying at the minute. As everyone's taking very cautious, quite particular lines, I would say. As you see, side-by-side action for the lead. Joseph is on the outside line. Is he going to take this lead from that move? He does. Absolutely brilliant move. But here comes Dopey Lemons doing the undercut. That's a brilliant move. I think he's like, right, if you're going to go around the outside, I'll have to have some other bit of that in the next corner. And he certainly did that. But I think Joseph is coming back now. I think he doesn't like to be outdone by that, which is fair enough. But Dopey Lemons holds that corner very well. Good move. Good battle in between these lot as well. But as you see, these four in a little world of their own at this minute. But Forza is trying to get back at them, as Mickey has got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's got damage. Yes, he has. Is there any more battles at the back? Ben is 4 tenths behind Connor. Could be watch out for them, but Connor is flying at the minute. So I think the closest battle is literally this lead pack. Nice and sensible right now. Battery's low on my controller, but I think we should be okay towards the end. As I believe DRS is now enabled now. And by looking at the batteries, Marky has got the... Nope, sorry, turn live. Battles E-Mini has got the most... batteries combined. As we look at the lead change, as Joseph gets down the inside of Dopey Lemons, covers it very well. As my TV it is going to switch off. Sorry about that, I was looking for the remote, but yeah, Dopey Lemons loses the place to Joseph. Finally gets the move done. Very clean racing by them two, and hopefully Dopey Lemons can return the favour as he did a lap or two ago. So yeah, good racing between these four, good consistency. As we look down further the pack, as I believe Ben's got past corner, which sorry I missed that. But it looks like Connor is suffering from battery usage, as we saw the little red flashing is there. Obviously, when the red light flashes, you're actually derating your energy down the straight, so you're basically losing power. So Connor needs to sort that out if he's got any chance of getting that position back from Ben. As we go back to the lead and pack, Joseph is stretching his lead a little bit, but not quite outside the DRS window. But he's got the fastest lap so far, a 12.7 from Joseph. Good lap. But now the next battle that's closest in this top four is Battle Z Mini battling Lemons. And Dopey Lemons has got to be very cautious how he deploys his battery here, because as I did said, if you're watching the stream, he is pretty much got double the battery there of you, so you've got to be careful there unless you stay in that DRS zone of Joseph, which you comfortably are by half a second. As Marky is still holding on to that train as well, as Forza has dropped back now by 2 seconds to Marky. As Connor and Ben getting close for comfort there. As you see yellow flags in the first sector, I think someone's just pulled out of the pit lane. Let's have a look. I believe that was Mickey. You see Woolsey. I do apologise if I'm not getting your name spot on. I really do apologise. As you see, Dopey Lemons has got the fastest lap now. Right. Now this is going to be very tasty now. Bear in mind, we only got probably 5 laps to go already. And it's kind of just like that. I think this is pretty much quicker than qualifying itself, which is kind of a shame. But as Dopey Lemons is still in that tow, in that 7 seconds, but Dopey Lemons, yeah, Dopey Lemons is still holding on though. But Battle Z Mini is more close. I was going to say more closest to him than he is, but it's quite equally paired. Actually, Battle Z Mini has lost some time to... Oh, he's left the session. What's happened there? I believe he's just desynced. I'm just going to see if there's any more battles up in front. Battle Z Mini's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I don't know how he's ignoring it. There's no yellow flags available. So yeah, good game, Codemasters. As Marky unfairly gets past Battle Z Mini. I'm going to send him. I'm going to quickly find him. Bear with me. As I see, Marky's got past Battle Z Mini. Unfairly, it has to be said. As there we go, Cinnamon invites. Hopefully can get back in and chase down Marky and Forza as well, because now they're in their own little battle. As Mazda has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Why is he in the pits? He's pitting for soft tyres, so I think he's going to go for fastest lap. Probably one of the people who's going to do donuts at the end of the race as well. As we got just over 3 laps to go in this Grand Prix already, and the top 2 are limestone coming towards the end of this race with Joseph and Dopey Lemons. I don't think they've been separated by a second, I don't think. And I've said there, I think I've got the commentator's curse, because now it's the second for the first time this race, and Dopey Lemons has not got that DRS, so it's going to be a struggle for him. As Ben gets past Battle Z Mini's ghost car, and there's a safety car. Why is there a safety car? Is that Wolsey? I think he lost it coming out of that banking, which is very possible. Which is a very hard shame, because he's done so well to get back into this lobby and continue. But to lose it like that as well, with just a handful of laps to go, it's just unfortunate. But now, the safety car should come in at the beginning of lap 17. Because according to the game, it never really races on a one-lap sprint. Michael Massey, you're listening. And so there should be 2 laps remaining, whatever happens. If you're on the back of the train or not, with 2 laps to go, the safety car will come in. But that's helped Dopey Ledmans a bit. He can get rid of that 5-second penalty if he learn his lesson. And and yeah, I'm not going to say anything about that. No comment. I think he's going to be one of the drivers that is going to do donuts at the end as well. But the leaders stay out, and he goes for dives into the pits to change his tyres, probably for a faster lap, if not just to cook those tyres on the last lap itself. But who wanted to be going for that victory? Myonder. It's quite a good black delivery, I might say so myself, especially with the design on the halo. Looks pretty good. As Joseph has pretty much done the same. Let's just see, Forza in third place with a little caption. First you have to finish. Which we are, well, most of us are going to finish this race. For one special person, to a reminder to the SRM family, to one driver in particular, just to show our appreciation to you. So pretty much show that you are not alone when it comes to these situations. As the safety car comes in as I predicted, so we will have 2 laps of racing as Joseph leads away with Dopey Ledmans, Forza, Ben, Battlesy Mini and Marky as well, but he's just letting through, and Battlesy Mini is still not in his car, he's still not joining the lobby. So I think that could be that it and done for him, as we still see 3 cars behind, which is Monza, Mazda, Mickey and Slender behind. As we see, Joseph leading the way by quite a good margin, leading a second already across the line. Forza an even further second behind. As we see Ben going side by side with Battlesy Mini, I think. No, it's Forza. Oh, keep it clean, guys. Side by side, little banging side pods there, but still faces the right way, and Ben gets to move down into third place as Wilby has overtaken Battlesy Mini. So is Connor. Battlesy Mini is slow, going down like a slope. As well, a good view of Connor going on the grass slightly, and again, this is not rallycross, my friend, it's Formula 1, as he is down on energy already. So I think he was one of the guys who was catching up on that train. He's gone down the inside and forced his way through. Good move there to keep both drivers in this race. As we have one final lap to go, and Joseph has already got a second clear, so even if DRS was available, there will be no chance for Dopey Ledmans. Same with Ben, quite comfortably in P3. I really do have a commentator's curse, I really do, as Wilby has retired from the session. I think he had the same incident as Ben. Oh man, at least you're still going, and hopefully you'll be doing some donuts at the end. As Wilby has actually retired on track, I think, because his car is still going. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, looks like Joseph is going to win this little feature race on track as well, and on penalties, because Dopey Ledmans, even if he's got the lead, he would have still being second with the penalties. He probably dropped down to third as well for Forza. Probably fourth as well. Connor's actually catched up by a long way as well. As you see, Marky slowing down to do some donuts. My timing is brilliant. It really is. As we see Joseph coming towards the finishing line. And Marquis gets disqualified as Joseph's done the fastest lap on the last lap. Good send off as well to finish off. As Connor gets third as well. Good recovery from him out of nowhere. Forza gets second. Dopey Lepens on penalties finishes fourth. Ben in fifth. Battles E-Mini, who disconnected when the safety car came out, finished P6. Mazda finishes in fourth. Nicky comes across the line, finishes eighth in the centre. The last person to cross the line looks like he's going to go straight to the line to end this race entirely. And there you go. And that is your little feature race of the Netherlands Grand Prix. Bearing in mind there was supposed to be one or two drivers that's going to do donuts, but it seems like I got the old time commentator's curse, because as soon as I open my mouth about a certain driver doing well, they're in the wall. Which is just a good shot. As you see, Batwazine Mini as internet has stopped working, which is unfortunate. I think he could have got a podium there, but we don't know if he was going to do donuts at the end. At the end of the day, no one did donuts. But obviously, you can't say you couldn't try when someone was, but you got disqualified because of it. But yeah, that's your final race results for this little feature race. A little send-off for someone's family member. I'm not going to say names because I don't think it's too appropriate. But yeah, that's for you. Just to say, don't worry, we're here for you. And yeah, I hope this was a good little touch for you. But anyway, that's the end of the stream. This has been your host, Michael F1, who races on a Monday at 7 and half 7 on a Wednesday night for SRM. Also, an FRL on a Monday, I should have mentioned. But yeah, I hope everyone has enjoyed the race. Hopefully you won't diss me too much in the Discord or the stream, as I tried my best. I do apologise, but yeah, hopefully you had enjoyed that, as everyone else watching and everyone else who was taking part. I hope you had fun, and more importantly, to everyone in the world, I hope you had a fantastic Merry Christmas, and more importantly, have a brilliant New Year coming towards it. So this could be the final stream I do from this game in this year, and I personally will see you all in the new year. So good night, God bless, and have a happy new year.